Good morning, I am Dr. Kim Villarreal and I will tell you about the 5 sensory organs that our body is equipped with. The eyes is the organ that makes us see with light from the surroundings. That's the very reason why we can see in the dark, simply because there is little to no light. First, the light bounces to an object, giving it shape and color. This then gets to the part called cornea, which is the front part of the eye. This directs the light to the pupil, a circular hole in front of the eye. And the iris is the muscle that adjusts the size of pupil. The pupil grows bigger to let more light into the eye. After the light passes the pupil, it goes through the lens. The lens focuses the light, so it forms a clear image which is transported through the jelly-like part called the vitreous humor, going to the retina. The retina is the back lining behind the eye, where image is formed and converted into signals by the small parts called cones and rods. These signals is sent to the optic nerve that transmit to the brain, which then translates it to the image we see. The other parts of the eye that protect and helps the eye function properly are eyelids, are fold of skin above and below the eye, which protects the eyes from debris and keep them from drying out by blinking or closing when not in use, as well as stopping input or light going to the eyes. Another is eyebrows, are hairs that lines above the eyes to protect them from liquids and dirt coming from the forehead. Thirdly is our eyelashes, are hairs that are attached on the tips of the upper and lower eyelids that help protect from dust. Next is sclera, supports the parts inside the eyes. Another is ciliary muscles, adjust the shape of the lens, which lets you see near or far objects, like a focus. Aqueous humor, the watery jelly-like substance that helps image pass through and nourish the cornea and lens, fills up the eyeball. We take care of our eyes by eating healthy foods rich in vitamin A. Wear sunglasses on very sunny days between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Keep sharp objects from the eyes and don't scratch your eyes. Have enough light when reading, and most importantly, if you experience irritation or pain, go to a doctor immediately. And I also wear anti-radiation glasses when I am using computer or cell phone or watching a TV. The ear lets us hear from our surroundings. Through vibrations that are converted to signals going to the brain, which is then translated. The ear is divided into 3 regions: the outer ear, middle ear, inner ear. On the outer ear, the pinna is the arched part that we see on the outside, acts as a funnel to the sound. It then goes to the ear canal, which is the pathway towards the inner parts of the ear and is protected from dust by tiny hairs. Then goes to the eardrum. The innermost part of the outer ear, which vibrates when you hear a sound. The middle ear contains the ossicles. This comprises of 3 tiny bones called hammer, anvil, and stirrup, which forms a bridge and passes the vibrations from eardrum to cochlea. The eustachian tube opens when you swallow and prevents buildup of pressure inside the ears. Ear contains the cochlea, which have walls with hair-like nerves that responds to the movement of fluid and convert vibrations to signals. The semicircular canals help maintain our balance. We take care of our ears by cleaning the outer ear with clear cotton and keep them dry. Don't listen to loud music and avoid inserting objects inside your ear. And lastly, consult an ear doctor if you feel any discomfort. The nose lets us breathe and smell. Smell is the input that our nose pick up coming from vapors like perfume. The nose also plays the major part in the olfactory system. Contains an area of specialized cells. Olfactory receptors neurons are responsible for the sense of smell. Olfactory mucosa in the upper nasal cavity contains a type of nasal gland called olfactory glands or Bowman's glands, which help in olfaction. The nasal concha also helps in olfaction function by directing airflow to the olfactory region. The nose comprises of the nostrils, which is the 2 openings of the nose and separated by the septum. The inside space of the nose is called the nasal cavity and contains a sticky substance called mucus and tiny hairs called cilia, which protects and filter the nose from dirt and debris. The olfactory receptor cell senses the chemicals of the vapor and sends signals to the olfactory bulb, which then is interpreted what the smell is. We take care of our nose by covering the nose when we smell something bad, wear a face mask when there is too much dust, and smoke. Don't smell unknown chemicals and odors or liquids. Consult your doctor if you feel any discomfort. The human skin is the outer covering of the body and is the largest organ. The skin has three main parts. The epidermis, the outermost layer, and because it interfaces with the environment, it plays an important immunity role in protecting the body against germs and excessive water loss. Dermis. The thickest layer where the nerve endings are found that sense the touch and is where you can find the sweat and oil glands. Lastly, the hypodermis. Which is made out of fat and connective tissues. Skin has mesodermal cells, pigmentations such as melanin, provided by melanocytes, which absorb some of the potentially dangerous ultraviolet radiation in sunlight. Take care of the skin by putting on sunscreen with SPF and wearing clothes that protect the skin from the sun. Eat healthy foods like vegetables and fish. Also, taking a bath every day. The tongue is a muscular hydrostat that forms part of the floor of the oral cavity. The left and right sides of the tongue are separated by a vertical section of fibrous tissue known as the lingual septum. This division is along the length of the tongue is visible as a groove called the median sulcus. The human tongue is divided into anterior, the front and posterior, the back by the terminal sulcus, which is a V-shaped groove. Lingual papillae are small structures on the upper surface of the tongue that give it its characteristics through rough texture. The four types of papillae on the human tongue have different structures that create friction between the food and the tongue. fungiform, filiform, and foliate, and circumvallate, all except the filiform papillae are associated with taste buds. Take care of our tongue by avoiding hot and spicy foods. And remember to brush your tongue when you brush your teeth by an outer motion.